Hello, friends. Welcome. My name is Stacey McDaniel. I am here with my dear friend, Lansing Bryan, and we both are Rahanni practitioners and teachers. And we wanted to do this video to tell you more about Rahanni. We want to tell you what is Rahanni, what it can be used for, who can benefit. And we want to give you a little bit of insight into our experiences with this beautiful healing modality. Um, and as we are filming this, it is on the 22nd anniversary of when Rahanni was founded and channeled. And that was in August 4th of 2002 by Anne Stacey. So we'll get more into that later. So Lansing, can you tell us a little bit about what Rahanni is?
Thank you, Stacey. I'm so happy to be here. And it's so incredible that we are doing this video on the 22nd anniversary of Rahanni. And we didn't really even plan it for this day. It just so happened because we canceled, remember? And then we postponed it. So now it just happens to be that day. And another thing that's really amazing is it's also a new moon. So when Anne Stacey's guide came in to channel what Rahanni is, because she was waiting 2 years to figure out what Rahanni is. That was on a new moon. So it's incredible that we're here now explaining to many people what Rahanni is on a new moon. So I just thought I would add that in.
I love it. So
Yeah,
synchronistic.
yeah, definitely. And, with Rahanni, you'll find your whole life becomes synchronistic, doesn't it, Stacey?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what is Rahanni? Rahanni, how to explain it, is it's a new healing modality for the fifth dimension and above. As we're entering into this beautiful new golden age, we need a healing modality that's going to work with these finer frequencies that are coming in right now. And Rahanni works on the pink ray. So that's why we have these pink backgrounds. It's the pink ray of unconditional love, and it works on opening up the hearts of all humanity, because our hearts have been closed for so many lifetimes, because of fear, anger, shame, many emotions that have closed our hearts up. So Rahanni is very gentle, but very powerful. And it works with the pink ray and opening that heart space up so that we can learn how to love ourselves and love others. And it works with the archangels, it works with the ascended masters, and it works with the pink angels.
Yes,
And
the Rahanni
Rahanni
angels.
means one heart. So we are all one. We are all connected. We are all energy, including, the animals, the plants, everything has energy, and we are all connected to that energy as one. So Rahanni is a beautiful healing modality that really is about bringing us back to love.
Beautiful. Yes, I love that. And one thing that I want to add in that's really, really important is Rahanni heals at the soul level. So it is such a deep and thorough healing, yet it's gentle and it feels really good. A lot of times at the end of a session, your energy field is nice and expanded and people feel really good. They feel uplifted. They feel inspired. They feel more safe. They feel more love. So I always think that's a really important thing to add in when we speak about Rahanni.
Yeah, I also find that people say after Rahanni session, they've had the best sleep,
Mhm.
that
Yes.
they've had in years. They sleep so
Yes.
soundly. Yeah.
Yeah, it really helps the body to relax, let go of stress, let go of negativity, and move into the healing phase of things.
Mm.
So, um, Can you tell us a little bit about when Rahanni came about?
Well, actually, that's an interesting question, Stacey, because Rouhani is actually thousands of years old, and it comes from our star sisters, Pleiades, Andromeda, and Sirius. But it didn't come to Earth until 2002. And so that was when it was first introduced to Anne Stacey. And there's a whole story about that encounter that she had. Um, and then it wasn't until 2 years after that that she was able to actually get all the details about the Rahanni and the healing modality and be able to write manuals. Um, so yeah, so and now I feel like it's just starting to become known. Uh, and but it's only been like just like what did you say, like a throw a petal in a pond, and it's a ripple effect, so it's just slowly growing as people hear about Rahanni.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important thing. And Anne Stacey talks about this when she tells her story, and to hear it in her words and from her voice is really magical. And I always play her story, and I know Lansing does too, when we teach Rahanni, so that those who are learning really understand how Rahanni came about. But Anne Stacey always talks about, why her? Why her? Why not someone who was more well known back in the day? And she was told that Rahanni needs to be like a ripple in a pond. It needs to grow slowly at first while the frequency of the earth is still raising and expanding. And if you can think back to 2002 and how different things were back then to where they are now, I really feel, and I know Lansing really feels, that the time is right for that ripple to like really reach like a mass population, because it's so helpful, and the frequency of the earth is at the right time right now for it to really be more well known. So
Yeah, and if you're watching this video, maybe it's means it's time is right for you.
absolutely, I love that. More synchronicities.
So Stacey, tell us, how does Rahanni work?
Well, Rahanni works by releasing lower energies, lower frequencies and vibrations, lower emotions, lower physical states, mental states, emotional states that keep us stuck at a certain level in life. So it releases those, and then it anchors in the higher vibrations and frequencies, and it anchors in the more positive emotions. And so just from there, you can see your whole life begin to change. And we as practitioners channel the healing light into the client. And it's an intuitive healing modality, and it can also be used for self-healing. It can be used on animals. It can be used on plants. Um, what am I missing, Lansing?
No, that's really good. I mean, because we are all energy, right? So we're bringing
Absolutely.
in that that beautiful higher vibration, to raise our own frequency. And so if you're feeling, I mean, our body is a barometer for the soul, right? So if you're feeling aches and pains, or if you're feeling depression, or if you're feeling fearful, our body's going to show it. So we're going to bring in that healing light to clear out the dense emotions, like you said, so that we can feel better. We can
Yes.
feel lighter. Like you said, after a healing session, a lot of people feel lighter,
Yeah.
feel peaceful.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's basically what Rahanni does. And so some people, feel great after one session. Some people need 2 or 3 sessions to get back to that balance. We're also helping with balancing the male and the female aspect of our bodies. Sometimes we're too much in our female side, or sometimes we're too much in our masculine side. So the Rohani energies balance those energies so that we're stable.
Yes.
Don't know what
Yes. So
another word.
we're balanced, admit amongst anything that's going on around us. And in fact, I talk
Right.
about this mm, a lot in healings with people, is helping us to be that calm, centered being, regardless of what's going on around us. And so Rahani really helps to do that. And that's one of the
Mhm,
things I love.
mhm.
Um,
And we also work with the six-pointed star. That's very important in terms of Rahani. And the six-pointed star was brought forward by White Eagle and Yeshua. So the ascended masters that we work with are not only White Eagle, Yeshua, but Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, and Lord Melchizedek are very important to the Rahani modality. And of course, like we mentioned before, the archangels and the female archangels are archaea, as Callista calls them. So we work with all of them, all these beings of light. And you'll find that as you start to heal your heart space and open your heart, you develop that intuition and that connection with your guides, your higher beings of light, which is beautiful.
I love that. That's one of my favorite things about Rahani. Okay, so we've talked a lot about Rahani and what it is and who it's for and who can benefit, and really it's literally almost everybody. But what about if you want to learn Rahani and be attuned to Rahani? Lansing, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so if you want to experience a Rahani session, obviously you can get in touch with either one of us, and we'd be happy to give you a session so you can experience the energies yourself. I think that's really important. If you're interested in becoming a practitioner, definitely important to experience the Rahani energies beforehand. Stacey and I are both teachers and we're both practitioners, so we would love to introduce you to Rahani. We are also take discovery calls. So even if you just want to call us and chat with us about it a little bit more, we'd be happy to do that. And all of our information is going to be in the description below, so you can just reach out to us. I wanted to share maybe my experience with getting attuned to Rahani, because when you're on a spiritual journey, you're following breadcrumbs, right? It's like your spirit guides are just showing you step by step where you need to go. And that's what it was like for me, because I had cancer twice, and my second cancer was definitely my awakening, the beginning of my awakening journey. Because I really wanted to understand why this disease was appearing in my body. And so I went through this whole healing, and I realized that, our bodies are so powerful, and we're all our own healers. We're all our own healers. Nobody's healing you. And when I understood that, I wanted to find a modality or in a way that I could give back to other people and give people that confidence as well, that you can heal your body. And so that's when Rahani stepped forward. And after I was attuned to these beautiful energies, it was just like this amazing aha moment. It's like everything that I had been following since then, every single breadcrumb that I had was in my path led me to Rahanni. And so it was just like it all fell into place. And it's been a beautiful journey. And since being attuned to Rahanni, you know, my intuition has developed. The synchronicities are crazy. I just feel like my vibration is a lot higher. My health is great. So I can't say, you know, there's not enough that I can't say. What am I trying to say? It's amazing. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It's amazing. So Stacey, why don't you share your story?
I will, because I just resonated so much with what you were saying, Lansing, because when I got attuned to Rahanni, I had been studying energy healing before that, working with my guides. And I will tell you, when I got attuned, it was like, I don't say it was the last piece of the puzzle because we're always learning, we're always growing, but it was such a huge piece of the puzzle of everything that I had been studying just coming together and alchemizing with this healing modality. And I know Lansing likes to say it felt like a coming home to her when she learned Rahanni. And for me, I feel like I was a fish getting put back into water. It was just so natural to do this healing modality and so inspiring. I mean, those who are really close to me know that I use it on like everything all the time, all day long. And so that is why both of us love to not only be Rahanni practitioners, but Rahanni teachers as well. And it's a really great way. So even if you don't want to, if you just want to learn Rahanni just to work on self-healing, that is fantastic. You don't actually have to become a practitioner. You can use it just for yourself and for your pets and your family members. And it's really one of the reasons why I absolutely love to teach it is so that people can be empowered with their own health, with their own emotional health, mental health, physical health, and be empowered along their spiritual journey. And you really build this beautiful connection with angels and ascended masters. And more really. And so with like our star brothers and our star sisters. And so we both love to teach it as well. And every time you get attuned or do an attunement, it's like an upgrade in your frequency and your vibration. And I hear from a lot of people who have participated in the attunements, just how much it's changed their life just from that. Of course, I never guarantee results. But I hear that over and over again, how powerful the process is and how much it really, it's almost like an awakening in the body and in the soul and a coming home.
Yeah,
So
I kind of describe it like when you get an iPhone, right? You can't really do much with an iPhone without Wi-Fi, right? So these energies are like Wi-Fi.
I've
Yeah.
never heard you say that. I love it.
Oh, maybe I
Yeah.
didn't say it to you yet, but
I
yeah,
know. I love
yeah, it's
it.
like connecting to the Wi-Fi and like all
Yeah.
these apps can come online. And so it's like, so everybody's different, you know, it's like some people like they become attuned and then all their clairs just come online and they're just, I mean, like you, Stacey, it's like you
Yeah.
became attuned and it was just like,
It was an explosion after I became attuned. A positive explosion.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
So,
different for everybody, but yeah, it's an amazing opportunity. If you're feeling, you know, a calling. Yeah.
yeah.
So Stacey, what does a Rahanni session look like? What can people expect from a Rahanni session?
Okay, so there's two main ways of doing Rahanni, and that's in person or over Zoom. I know Lansing has space to see clients in person. I only work over Zoom, but basically, we're doing a discussion on what you want to work on for the session, and then we'd go about doing the healing. And usually I say it takes about an hour total. The healing may be about 30 to 40 minutes in there. But overall it takes about an hour. And like we mentioned before, usually people leave a session feeling really good, really expanded, really uplifted, really hopeful. And in fact, I had someone tell me after their first session, just this week, I got an email back from them that they felt like their world was open to infinite possibilities. And
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
beautiful.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Instead of having that limited viewpoint.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
anything you want to add, Lansing?
Yeah, I think that you just have to try it, you
Yeah.
know, because your experience is going to be unique to you in whatever, because when we're a channel for this healing light, so we're just making that um, determination that you're going to get whatever is for your highest and best good. And so we step out of the way and that light just comes through our crown, down our spine and out our hands. And that healing light is going to give you whatever it is that you need um, during that time in your life. So, yeah.
Yeah. And one thing I always like to tell people, the very first Rahanni session I had, it felt like my energy field was getting a massage. It was just a
Mhm.
beautiful feeling. And I knew right away I needed to learn how to do Rahanni. But even if you just want to experience it for yourself, for the healing, that's wonderful as well.
Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much, Stacey. Coming together on the anniversary of Rahanni. And, if you have any questions about Rahanni, we would be happy to answer any of them. You'll find our contact information in the description below. We would be happy to share Rahanni with you if you'd like to book a healing session, or if you're interested in becoming a healer yourself. So please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for joining us today. It's been wonderful to share the beautiful healing light of Rahanni with you all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lansing.
Thank you, Stacey. Bye-bye.